My dear students, today I am going to upload a new video about the most important or significant root of English grammar is word, phrase, sentence and paragraph. In my previous video, I have mainly discussed the significance of English grammar. Why should we know English grammar? And what are the functions of English grammar? So today's my first topic in English grammar is the very basic level. Because if you want to know English grammar, you will have to start in a very beginning, in a very basic level. I personally believe word, phrase, sentence and paragraph. These four topics are really very much essential to know. So, in order to know sentence, because sentence is the main source of grammar. If you don't have idea sentence, if you can't write a meaningful sentence, you can't do voice change, narration change, joining, clause or anything. So sentence is really very much important. But you have to know sentence, word and phrase is really very much important. It means words and phrase are directly and indirectly linked with sentence. So my dear students, my first topic is what is the meaning of word. Actually, in my voice lecture, in my lecture, it is not for memorization. Please try to listen to my voice, concentrate my lecture. I think personally, if you listen to my voice, definitely you can understand or you will understand what is what. A what? What is a letter or a group of letters which contains a meaningful sense. So my dear students, look at the definition what I told you. It's my own definition. What is the definition of word? Word is a letter. Very important. When I was the student of class 6-7, my teachers told me that what is a group of letters? What is a group of letters? But it's not right. What is a letter or a group of letters which contains a meaningful sense? Keep in mind, a single letter can be also called to be an example of a word. A single letter, an individual letter can also be called to be the example of a word. Or in the universal standard level, generally it is called that what is a letter or a group of letters. That means in this particular word there will be more than one words, 2, 3, 4 words. So I think you got a point. What is the meaning of word? What means a lot of letters. And what are the letters? Like you know that in an alphabet there are total 26 letters. In an alphabet there are total 26 letters, like A to Z. These 26 letters are called alphabet. So if I give you some example, it will be very easy for you understanding what is actually word. For example, Ram eats rice. So look at, there are two conditions. How many conditions are there? To be an example of a word, there are two conditions. First condition is that a letter or a group of letters. A letter or a group of letters. And second condition, most important condition, containing a meaningful sense, having a meaningful idea. Very important. Two things are there. First idea is that, first condition is that a letter, individual letter maybe, or a group of letters. And second condition is that contains a meaningful sense. Contain a meaningful sense. So look at, I have written few letters, some words, some letters. Sorry. So Ram eats, eat, and A. Look at Ram, R-A-M. There are three letters. R is letter, A is letter, M is letter. So first condition is fulfilled. And second condition is that contains a meaningful sense. Ram means a person's name. So we can say this is an example of a word. Once more again I will repeat you. Ram, look at, there are three letters. R is a letter, A is a letter, M is a letter. And second condition is that containing a meaningful sense or not. Ram is the name of a person. So definitely we can say this is an example of a word. Second, look at it. First letter, second letter, T. So a group of letters. It is fulfilled. And second, whether it has any meaning or not. Definitely it means taking food. So it is also an example of word. I think you have got my point. And third thing is that rice. Rice, R-I-C, a group of letters. And second, rice means a kind of food. So definitely it is also an example of word. And last but not least, that is A. Look at. It is our misidentity. That is, or it is a false idea that what means a group of letters. No, it is not right. A word can be called to be an individual letter, like A. A having a meaning or not. This is the most important thing. Having means a quantity, only one. Look at the thing. So that's why A is also called word. So I think you have got my point. What is the meaning of word? So there are two conditions. What are the two conditions? One condition is that a letter or a group of letters, and second condition is that containing a meaningful sense. Now I am going to give you another most important thing, because if you don't understand phrase, the next part, that is sentence, you can't understand. What is the meaning of phrase? Sorry, I am writing. Look at. When I was the students, actually, I was facing a huge problem, because till this time the term phrase is really unknown to me. What is phrase? So please, you concentrate my lectures. I think after listening to my lecture, I think you have no problem. Having any problem in understanding, definitely you can ask your question on my comment section. So now I am giving you what is the meaning of phrase. Actually, phrase and word is almost same. Sorry, what is not phrase and sentence is almost same, but having a different, only one different. What is the different? So phrase, I am writing now the definition of phrase. Phrase is group of words having no final. Phrase is a group of words. Phrase is a group of words having no finite verb. So in a phrase you can't find a single letter. I think you know. Phrase is a group of words. A group of words having no finite verb. So what are the two conditions to be implied or to be exemplified as an example of phrase? First, phrase is a group of words. This is the first condition. Definitely you will find a group of words, more than one words. And what the second condition, or what is the second condition sorry for this? Having no finite verb. There is no finite verb. There is no finite verb. So what is finite verb? I will upload you another video about finite verb, because it's really very much important for learning you what is finite verb, what is infinite verb. I will upload these two verbs, finite verbs and infinite verb, in separate video. So now come into phrase. So phrase is group of words, a group of words, more than one words, and second, having no finite verb. Having no finite verb. If I give you an example, it will be very easy for you in understanding. So look at very easy example. Rabindranath, the great poet in English literature. Wrote many sonnets. So look at the example. Look at the example. What is the example of phrase? Rabindranath, the great poet in English literature, wrote many sonnets. My question is that which part is called to be an example of phrase? The great poet in English literature. The great poet in English literature. The question is that, my dear students, why we are saying that this part is an example of phrase? Because look at the first condition, the great poet in English literature. The great poet, write down initially. The great poet in English literature. The great poet in English literature. The great poet in English literature. The first condition is that a group of words. So in this particular speech, how many words are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 words. So first condition is fulfilled. Second condition, having no finite verb. So look at, is there any finite verb? If we find any finite verb, so we consider this is an example of a phrase. So the is article, great is verb, poet is noun, in is preposition, English is also noun, literature is also. English may be called both adjective as well as noun, literature is also a noun. So in this particular speech, there is no finite verb. That's why we can call this is an example of phrase. And please tell me, my students, definitely I will give you, I will upload another video. I will teach you in another video division of phrase. Division of phrase. So my dear students, if you know, this sentence, which part it belongs, which part this phrase belongs, I will tell you the answer. That is noun apposition. Noun apposition. Noun apposition. Noun apposition. So what is noun apposition? I will tell you in our next video. If you really are interested, if you are really interested to know about noun preposition, so you can inquire on which comment section. So I think you got my point. What are the two basic conditions? Try to understand the meaning and context and idea. Don't try to memorize the notes like other teachers. So in this YouTube channel, mainly I want to talk to you the basic concept. So what is phrase? There are two conditions. What are the two conditions? First condition is that English is a group of words, and second condition is that having no finite part. So these are the two conditions which we find in phrase. I think you have got a point. The great point in English literature, there is no finite part. That's why, and when there are so many words, that's why we can say this is an example of a phrase. And our last topic, last but not least, that is definition of sentence. Sentence is a word or a group of words having a meaningful sense. Sentence and phrase is almost same. They are directly indirectly linked with one another. Only one is different. So I will tell you later. So look at the definition of sentence. Look at the definition of sentence. What is sentence? Sentence is a word. Look at, because when we are the student of class 4 and 5, our respective teachers are told us that each sentence means a group of words. But it's not right. A sentence can be called only a word also. Again, I am repeating. Sentence is a word or a group of word having a meaningful sense. So there are two conditions. One condition is that a word or a group of words, and second thing is that having a meaningful sense. So these are the two conditions. So now I am giving you an example, so it will be very easy for you in understanding what is actually sentence. Look at. I have written two examples of sentence. First, Ram is going to school, and second is Om eating rice. So look at why we call to be an example of a sentence. So look at the condition. If the condition is fulfilled, so blindly we can say this is an example of a sentence. First is that Ram is going to school. The first condition is a word or a group of words. Is a word or a group of words. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 words are there. So one thing is fulfilled. One condition is fulfilled. And second condition, having a meaningful sense or not. Yes, Ram is going to school. That means the person Ram is going to his destination, that is school. So it has a meaning. But if we write Ram going is to school, Ram going is to school, Ram going is to school, definitely there are group of words. But look at the fact, in this sentence there is no meaningful sense. If you write down Ram going is to school. Is it right sentence? No, it's wrong sentence. So we can't say that this is an example of a proper sentence. This is wrong sentence. And look at the next. I am eating rice. If I write I have eaten rice. I have eaten rice. First condition is that I have eaten rice. Look at, there are a group of words. First condition is fulfilled. Second condition is that I have eaten rice. Having any meaning in this sentence? Look at, I have eaten rice. There is no meaning. This is grammatically wrong sentence. This is grammatically wrong sentence. We will have to write I have eaten rice. I have eaten rice. So first condition is a group of words or a single word or an individual word. Second condition, having a meaningful sense. So now look at a words. So one is asked me, are you teacher of English? Sudip, are you teacher of English? So if I tell yes, look at, I am answering the question, I am answering the people, that is yes. Look at yes. This is a sentence, but there is only one word. There is only one word. Can you do it, Sudip? Yes. Can you do it, Sudip? No. So look at yes, no, obviously, thanks. So look at this, it's also an example of a sentence, but there is only one word. So I think you got my point. What is actually sentence? So now I am giving you more features of a sentence, and actually the fact is that I want to say something about sentence. Actually, whatever we talk, like our friends, our near and dear ones, our colleagues, our sisters, our parents, generally we express our idea through a sentence. So sentence is really very much important. If we can't speak proper sentence, we can't communicate between us. So sentence is really very much important. So now, what are the conditions of a sentence, or what are the features of a sentence? Feature. First feature, very important feature, is that the first letter of the sentence, the first letter of the sentence, or the first letter of the words of the sentence, whatever you may say, will be capital. Capital, very important. Ram eats rice. So look at Ram eats rice. The very letter R definitely will be capital. If I write I eat rice, so definitely during this time also the word I here will also be capital. I think you have got my point, what I mean to say. Second thing, most important, having a punctuation. Having a punctuation. Having a punctuation, because you know the sentence is classified into 5 parts. What are the 5 parts? I will tell you later. Okay, now I am telling you in order to understand this particular part. First part, assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, optative sentence, exclamatory sentence. So each and every sentence having a different punctuation. So look at interrogative sentence. Its punctuation is interrogative sentence, question mark. I mean exclamatory sentence, its punctuation will be like this way, and assertive sentence or imperative sentence, its punctuation will be full stop. So this is the sign, or this is the punctuation. From this punctuation we can if find this punctuation, definitely we can say this is an example of a sentence. So somehow this is the thing which we find in a sentence, and I think you people having no idea the misconcept having about word, phrase, sentence. I think you have solved your problem. Having any problem, any inquiry in course of words, phrase and sentence, definitely you can ask me the question on comment section. If you think this video helped you, so definitely you can like my channel, you can subscribe my channel, because if you support me, definitely it will be very much energy. I will get energy after when you subscribe my channel. So thanks a lot. I will meet you in our next video. Thanks.